Alright, what's up? I just finished editing the video and I realized there's quite a few mistakes in there. There's times where the music in-game is a lot higher than my voice. It's not, and I really could have done to fix that, but the next video definitely clean that up, make it a little bit better. Also wanted to say this isn't the usual video I make with first-person shooters and stuff, that short-form videos that I usually have on my channel. This is probably going to be around 30-35 minutes per episode. It's not for everybody, no worries. It is what it is. It's new, it's different. It's more for the sandbox type gamers, RPG lovers and all that good stuff. If you don't know Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord, you're probably not going to like the video. Not a big deal though. I kind of wanted to make a video similar to what I like to watch, and in my off time I do like watching, videos like this. And I actually got inspired to make this video from a channel called Orange Knight Gaming. Super cool. He actually did his own playthrough of an Order of Knights and stuff like that, so I thought it was really dope. I wanted to try it for myself, and I figured if I like watching videos like that, then I'm definitely gonna at least enjoy making videos like that. So gonna try to get better with each video. Probably gonna cut out that in-game music next video, but you'll see what I'm talking about. But without further ado, I'll let you guys get to it. What's up, everybody? Really quick, sorry I'm a little quiet. I'm kind of whispering. It's super early. I kind of stayed up all night trying to actually build this thing and configure the mod correctly so my computer stops crashing. But finally there, and I'm just stoked to show you what I built. So this is our character right here. Lord Commander Cole. First off, I just thought it was a dope title. I mean, I figured if I'm doing a Order of Knights, Lord Commander. I've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones. It's sick name, sick title. And I went with Cole. I was kind of looking up, I guess, names that would be accurate. That popped up, so I thought it was cool. Just kind of threw it in there. Wasn't really too worried about it. And let's see. This is essentially like a placeholder name. I just kind of put in a random name generator for knightly orders or knight factions and came up with this. Put it there. This part's just going to be a placeholder, really. I kind of just came up with the name on the fly with a few random name generators for like knightly orders, but we're not exactly committed to it yet, so it's subject to change. But going to the troop trees, so we're going to start here. So we're mercenaries right now, right? I feel like these first two looks are more mercenary-ish than like knightly-ish, and they're not exactly there yet, so I'm kind of limited just to kind of nerf myself for the rest of the map so I don't just destroy every army I come across. I'm going to limit myself to just the first two tiers here. I feel like that'd be a little bit more accurate at the very least. Make things a little more interesting. But this is the initiate. He's an initiate to the order or the mercenary group, because we're just mercenaries now, but he's coming in with just a sword, nothing else, very little experience. Does got some leather armor though, nothing too crazy, and honestly it looks really dope when you have them all, like 50 of them in line. It looks pretty cool. So like I said, tier 1, he's not too impressive, but he looks cool at least. And moving on to the next tier, that's of what I call like the mercenary level. Got the sentry. He's this is where all my troops are at, like right now. But they're just rocking chainmail and some leathers. This right here is like the last of the mercenary class, I guess you could say. I'll be limiting myself to here just for a little bit until we actually move on from being mercenaries of Valandia and kind of split off and do our own thing. But going into these guys, so we'll start with our infantry troops, really. So paladins, right? Paladins are going to be just the foot soldiers, the boots on the ground guys in the front lines. They're not really knights yet. That's why I kind of gave them a different name. But it's just, they're foot soldiers. They're basic infantry. They got the sword and shield, and then the throwables. And I just think these guys look cool, especially with the pauldrons you got over here. The armor's like really beat up. We did that on purpose because we figured like paladins, if they're going to be the frontline guys, they're not exactly the knights that are like respected. they're gonna have the hand-me-down gear. This is the other like main body force right here, the Knight of the Order. Uh, name's just a placeholder, really. We'll just we'll figure it out as we go along. But got a big old two-handed sword. The stats, I mean, they're decent. They're good. The armor, shiny. It's new. There's no like attachments. It's just all straight, just regular plate armor. Moving on to the left right here, we got the lieutenant. Lieutenant, a little bit stronger. He's going to be the, I guess you could say, the guys in charge. The helmet, I went with like the theme of this helmet, kind of signifying like either some type of status and rank. And I mean, I did make it optional because it is cool to see a little bit of variety in there too. The extra armor for the pauldrons, because if anything, he's going to be on the front lines leading. He's going to be probably the only leaders there. You know what I mean? That's at least that's what I thought. Again, I just really thought it looked cool. Going down here, got the Knight Captain. Whenever you see fur, like a really dope cape looking type thing, it's going to be like someone of rank or, you know, somebody that like matters, I guess you could say. I just think it looks really dope. Honestly, it looks cool. Count how many times I say dope in this fucking this video. I kind of did this a little bit weird. I might change it, might keep it, who knows. But let's say he doesn't want to go to, they don't want to go down the officer path, the leadership path. They just want to stay as a knight. They can move on if they want to go up in rank still and be cavalry knight. Kind of changes things up, changes up the fighting style. You're going to use a lance and you're going to be on horseback and you're going to tear people up. This is going to be pretty necessary. I feel like moving on if we're going to start taking on like these huge battles. And I haven't played a lot of endgame really, but every time I get close, it's just cavalry just demolishes everybody. So I'm looking forward to seeing these guys in action. And then I figured, you know, I'm a sucker for like the fur and commander, you know, the titles and stuff. So I had to throw that in there. This is really just, he's a cavalry knight, but he's just the best one. So for, I guess for continuity purposes and like, what's the word? Just to keep things, I guess, kind of realistic, I'm limiting the command troops. Like, there'll probably be like 1 or 2 of these. 1 maybe, max, 2, mostly knights, and more so paladins. And another thing I wanted to try, so this whole right side, right, I wanted to make like garrison forces more specific and like actually different than the straight up like paladins and knights and everything. I honestly thought it'd be cool. So let's say you're a sentry, right? You don't exactly, this isn't what you want to do, right? You have another option. You can go to what I like to call like the police force. This the watch. So you're gonna be the guys that watch the castles, that watch the towns, that, you know, do anything the normal policing units would do. I thought it was funny when putting this helmet together with the rest of the armor. It reminded me of the knights from like Shrek. Just thought it was hilarious, but it's kind of what I was going for. I kind of came up with this title. It's just it seemed to fit at the time, honestly. But he's a ranged troop. He does have sword and shield, right? But he's mainly ranged because I figured if you're gonna be in the towers, if you're gonna be on the guard and stuff, that's you gotta have a little bit of everything. This is like your basic of the watch. Essentially, you're kind of, you know, you're not really respected. You're not exactly cannon fodder like these guys, but you're not respected. You're just basic troop, like nothing special about you. Going down here, you got your actual watchmen. These guys are probably, you know, a lot more respect. They've seen some combat at the very least. You know what I mean? These guys, I would say, command the same respect as these guys. I mean, they're, I guess you could say anybody with like clean armor would be specifically like knighted. Um, but yeah, better stats, just better version of these guys. That's really pretty much it. I wanted to limit the range on these because I personally don't like using ranged troops and continuity purposes. I mean, knights and all that stuff, they didn't really, you know, it was seen as cowardly to use range weapons and stuff like that. So I figured, okay, we'll just keep it to the minimum here with like the town watch. Sergeant of the watch, you know, I just figured I was like putting the leaders next to the regular troop, just make them like a better version of the regular troop, I guess. This guy looks huge, Jesus, with the addition to his armor here and stuff like that. You'll see the difference here between like the frontline troops and like the garrison troops. That red, what's that called? The red capes. That's kind of signify rank for these guys. But two-handed, he's a big dude. I mean, he's what you'd think a sergeant would look like. You know what I mean? He's like the boss. There you go. He's the boss battle. You know what I mean? If you're going through a dungeon, you're taking out these guys. This is the guy you're gonna see at the end, and he's gonna fuck you up. Then we got the watch commander. Probably just one of these guys. His stats are pretty. They're not stacked. They're good though. We could have a couple of each, honestly. But I'm really gonna try to limit these guys to just straight garrisons for the defenses. Figured it'd be really a cool thing to try, and if we're gonna do the whole continuity thing and try to stay a little bit realistic. So those are the troops. Right now we're just holding on to the sentries. Like I said, I'm limiting myself to the first 2 tiers because we're still at that mercenary status, but they honestly still look really, really good. So main goal right now is just getting money, getting experience, and getting to a point where we can actually own a castle or 2 of our own to start our own kingdom. But we gotta be careful how we do that too, because the moment we kind of declare ourselves our own kingdom, everyone's just gonna pounce on us. So not quite sure how I'm gonna get there. The uniformity is just so cool. There's like slight variations, because these are all the same troop technically, but the slight variations, I mean, they look really good. Unfortunately, my guy doesn't really have the cool armor like everybody else does, but I'd say these guys are pretty, I mean, they look like mercenaries, You wouldn't expect these guys to be knights. Oh, man. Oh, what are you guys thinking? Oh, you can't even hit us. What are you doing? Dude, I can't throw for shit. Oh my god. Alright, just finish him. Oh. Oh, perfect. Oh, never mind, dude. No, absolutely not. Let's see, we're good with food, but oh yeah, we do got to finish that quest. But it's just gonna be a grind, honestly. I skipped so much. There's already quite a few hours actually into this playthrough, so let's see if we can. There we go. So I kind of got lucky early on. Usually you don't start with this much money, but there was this quest that essentially, like, I had to gather up prisoners or whatever from bandit parties that I destroyed, and I sold them kind of into slavery, but he paid a really high price for them, and there was no limit on how many I could give him, so I took full advantage of that. Made a few stacks there. Oh, dude, let's get into it. Let's go. Actually, is this smart? I'm good at math, but if my guy's a mercenary, he's not gonna. If he thinks he's gonna die, I feel like he's not gonna, join a fight. He doesn't really care about these guys that much. I gotta say, I feel like Valandia, even though my troops are mixed in there, that faction definitely, I feel like they have the best armor. Like, if you're just going for vanilla gameplay and stuff like that, they definitely have some dope armor. This castle, man. Oh my god. Dude, imagine being one of these guys, like, in real life, like back in the day when these things were actually happening, man. You're just pushing a giant battering ram Well, literal hell just rains down on you. That just sucks, man. Oh, man. We're just losing people by the dozens right now. We haven't even reached the wall yet. Another fight up here with the archers. Oh, dude. You know, I wonder how accurate that is. Like, I know it's a game and I have a health bar and everything, but could chainmail really stop like an arrow, or at least, you know, not get like a. Oh man, it's brutal. I wonder. Oh, did we really just... Okay, no, the tower's made it. Oh, brother, dude. Oh, dude, you went flying. They're just wasting their lives at this point, man. It's not even effective what they're doing. That's the thing about this game, man. It's just... Oh, God. It's brutal. The AI and the combat and the siege systems have improved so much since the first early release of this game. Oh, dude, you felt us up, yes. Dude, I hate you. Fucking hate you. Okay. Listen, I'm not good at math, but this ain't adding up. Honestly, though, I kind of do want to do I wouldn't mind a blank slate. You know what I mean? Like, if I do lose, it's not really the end of the world. It'd be a cool chance to show, like, how the initiates all look. I'm not gonna lie, they look a lot better than the sentries. Right? That's what they're at? Yeah, sentries. And honestly, I think I'm a little bit OP right now, if I'm being real. I don't know. Every fight I've been in, though, it's been massively outnumbering them, so we'll see. What are you doing? What is this? Oh, you cheap bastards. Oh, they just pulled a fast one on me, man. Are you serious? They knew. They knew. They knew they were about to make peace. You just fucking tease me like that? Come on, dude. Oh, shit. I'm like the worst mercenary leader ever. You guys keep starving. Fuck. God. Oh! I missed, Oh, I forgot. Oh, dude, I forgot. Okay. Alright. So, I forgot that the mod actually allows you to create a whole nother troop tree for elite troops. So, this is what we got. It's a lot smaller because I was, at this point I was so tired. I had to redo this like 3 times and it was hours in. And making each troop like actually takes a really long time because there's so many options. There's so many things you could do. You know, let me show you the UI real quick if it lets me. No, it's like, oh yeah, okay. This is like the editor right here, and it looks crazy at first, but when you get into it, I mean, it's really detailed. It's nice. It's cool. It's cool. But anyway, whatever. So these are gonna be our like special troops. These guys, that this is Ash Initiate. That's I call it Ash because, you know, on theme with Phoenix, Phoenix rising to ashes. We're gonna burn Calradia and start anew. You know, blah blah. But uh, kind of thought it was cool, honestly. But so they're the same essentially. They look the same. Stat wise, I don't know. Let me check that. Let's see. No. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. That's right. I forgot. Oh, let's get back to this. Okay, so stat wise, he looks the same, has the same gear, he has better stats, and I did that for, you know, no other reason than because it's just that special troop tree. These are special forces. I guess you could say these are the elites, the elite troops. So Ash Initiate, right? He's looks like the same initiate from like the standard troop tree, but obviously, you know, just a little bit better. Moving on to Paladin Prime, right? So he looks like Paladin, slightly different. You know, he got a little more drip, a little more swag. Put the Wolf Paladin there because, you know, it looks cool. I went for the cool looking factor when it came to the elite troop tree, but better stats, far better stats than the regular Paladins. Sword and Shield because he's going to be that kind of frontline troop. I figured he could like at least blend in with the other Paladins and stand out just a little bit, right? And then this is where we really branch off though. So once he's proven himself, he's been through plenty of battles, killed plenty of dudes. He eventually can earn what's it called? His way up here to the Ash Knight. Dope armor. It's black. It's got the fur. Usually with the regular troops, this is like, you know, leadership status, but him being like a special forces, as I guess you could say. Really, it's just for the drip factor. Honestly, it looks cool. It's just dope. And then we got the Ash Knight Captain. So got the same fur, but he got the cape over here. And same sword though, but the stats on these guys are ridiculous. I really amp these guys up because I want to use they upgrade really fast too. So I figured in the future I can make like a all Ash Knight army. I'll probably limit these guys to one or two, but like mostly all these, and we can straight up just wipe people out. I'm curious to see if once I get my own like other clans joining my kingdom and NPCs start like leading their own armies. I'm curious to see if they can use these too. I don't think so. And if not, I think I might just start donating troops. But if I'm gonna do that, I have to have a lot of money, and I'm not there. You know, I kind of wish that I got the same or at least like similar armor to them, right? Because I'm building their troop trees. I don't have to buy their armor. I just give it to them. You know what I mean? But with my guy, you kind of have to just buy it. But luckily, it's actually not been this mod added a bunch of armors that weren't that expensive and they look great. So. Is this the? Oh yeah, the fucking clown outfit. Yeah, not a fan. I promise you, I'm gonna fucking lay this dude out. He's pissing me off. He's pissing me off. Dude. Oh my god. Alright, bro, you're fucking, you're done. You're fucking done.
To hell with you! Die, you pig!
Get off your horse. Get off your horse. Kinda sound like bad dudes. Shouldn't feel too bad if I have to kill him. Then again, my guy's not exactly... He's not exactly a good dude himself, so... I'm gonna go ahead and negotiate, though. I feel like if he's gonna... If my character is gonna start his own kingdom, he's gonna have to be able to persuade people into joining his side, so... are you working for that merchant in the town? So it's all fine when the rich folk trade and poach skins, but if we do it, armed men come to hunt us down. Well, yeah. Yeah, that's what happens. Let's see, There. Try to be persuasive. I suck at this, 100%. Alright, 74. You're not bad people. You can easily apply your trade somewhere else, somewhere safe. Okay. Let's go with this, right? No. Your word is bond no matter which side of the law you're on. There we go. Still mercenaries, so I'm not trying too hard, but it's gonna get to a point where we kind of have to be smart about this. We need to establish kind of like a foothold. And I'm thinking Sturgia over here is gonna be the easiest kingdom to kind of take over first. As much as I would love to just wipe out these guys, it might have to be these guys. Just like geographically, I mean, they're not in a bad spot compared to these guys who are about to. Sometimes in other games, they 100% have to fight wars all around them with like every single faction at the same time. So these guys end up getting wiped out plenty of playthroughs. So I guess we just gotta keep. I think we just gotta be more aggressive, right? Like I feel like. Let's see. Coordinate pauldrons. That would be good. Oh yeah. Sure. Oh, motherfucker. Let's use him for cover. Oh, slept.
Look at him run!
It looks so weird with this, but it's better. Speaking of strategy earlier, though, I was thinking I probably shouldn't be buying workshops and caravans in this territory or anywhere near here, because if I'm gonna hit up here and betray these guys and stuff, they're gonna hate me, and I'm gonna lose all my workshops. At least I think that's what happens, but I'm gonna lose all my workshops in here. So I think best bet would be eventually just going out to either the Azura or the Khuzaits or whatever. Go over there and kind of purchase a bunch of stores, you know, almost like offshore bank accounts. That might be the move right there. So the best thing we can do right now is just join every big battle, get the influence up, so they pay us, and sell the loot, sell the prisoners, keep building up money, and start establishing some type of funds over on the other side of the map. Look at this, man. Just run, please. Right, did they join this? They started the siege with nothing. Just that. Okay. Let's see how that works. You know what this reminds me of? Every time we have like little skirmishes up front while we wait for the ram to come in, it reminds me of the that one movie, that Robin Hood movie with what's his name? Is it Russell Crowe? Okay, buddy. Come on. Hey, come on. I'm kind of wondering how deep I should go. Like, should I go past a mercenary contract with these guys? Because technically, I mean, once I break away, once I get my own the order started, it's game on. Like, they're not gonna be friends. I'm gonna take these guys over. Gonna be anything past mercenaries, I think. Oh, dude, let's get in this. It's a good fight. Not even. Let's go. Okay, we gotta admire this, man. Look at that. Can I get closer? No? Okay, cool. Guys. Center, nice. Oh, dude, they straight up look like mercenaries. Just look at that. Yeah, see, they know they're just trying to stall, really. They know the second we get close, it's over. But I don't know if the AI is smart enough to just have us just full charge. Oh, dude, you moved. Nice. That's so satisfying. Here we go. Oh, I'm about to get worked on. They broke up fast. Get wrecked, man. Oh my god. This aftermath. Oh, dude. Got laid out. The ragdoll physics are nice. It's convincing, man. I mean, you know what the survivors are? I just kind of mixed up. Oh, bitch. I was about to get knocked out there. Okay, that's it. I got laid out. Oh man, I think it is a little bit overpowered, but I don't know if I do. I don't know if I want to change it because I mean, it's gonna be my little faction. I might even keep it as a clan, honestly, but it's gonna be my little group versus the entire map. So I was saying I'm thinking it's overpowered because the wages are just so cheap for these troops. I mean, I can't remember what vanilla wages were, or what. I don't know if that messed something up or but I might just keep it like that. It's kind of like an advantage, I guess, but I mean, I'm gonna need it. Maybe it'll make things more entertaining. I'll try to keep it fair, though. I won't go too far. Might change this. I don't know. It doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. I mean, it's a sentence, dude. I mean, come on. I might change this as well, the name of my guy, but one thing's for sure, I'm definitely happy with the troop tree. Definitely. I mean, these guys look dope. These guys, dope. I don't want to get a shot of like all of them just together. I don't know if we got this, if we got a look yet, but these are, these aren't the initiates, but these are, the sentries. There's still that mercenary level / tier. Nothing crazy, but I gotta say, the mercenary look definitely, we definitely hit it here. I mean, this looks like your legitimate band of mercenaries. And eventually they're gonna be something, but right now they're just a mixed match group. Some of them got different armors, but there's still just enough of like subtle consistency with all the armors and stuff. I hesitate in the names. I was gonna say maybe the Phoenix Legion, but that's a little bit more empire-y. Phoenix Order, maybe. Order of the Phoenix. That sounds like, isn't that a movie? Order of the Phoenix. Yeah, definitely could do better with the name. Wow, these guys are about to be wiped. They have very little settlements. They don't have much. I think honestly, I'm gonna go for a push soon. Definitely gonna go for a push here and try to, if we can eliminate at least one faction before we break away and start our own, I mean that's gonna be just a little bit easier for us then. I think moving forward, our next goal being just buying some far away sources of income, workshops, caravans maybe. I'm thinking if we buy, across the other side of the map, and then we go to war with Sturgia, it's not going to affect us as much. I mean, when we set up our kingdom here, these guys are going to want piece of us, these guys, you know, everybody around. So we'll see. Hopefully that'll work. Other than that, though, I think I'm going to call it here for at least the first episode. I'm hoping to maybe turn this into a series. We'll see. It's you know, still learning the best ways to go about this, and learning this game too at the same time, honestly. But if you did make it this far, thank you so much for sticking through it, checking out the video, checking out the channel too. You know, it's not my usual content, but you know, we're branching out a little bit. But like I said, thank you. I'm gonna end it here, and excuse all the jump cuts and weird editing. You know, it's been a kind of a struggle trying to put this whole game together. The amount of crashes and stuff, not because of the mod itself, but because I'm new to modding still, and I didn't set a lot of things up right. I kind of paid for it in the end. But without further ado, I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully, in the next video, hopefully we can get things a little bit better. But thank you for watching. Peace.